Winston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features, and all creatures, and all creatures! And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Livingston, I find myself having a premonition.
So am I. I predict you should turn a simple introduction into a long-winded diatribe.
You know, when I hired this man almost 30 years ago, he had a most pleasing demeanor and was invariably rather chipper. Now he's like a sullen old lump of ire that readily dispenses snide comments and often glances askew.
30 years of your company would do that to anyone.
You as well. Dear viewers, I am currently undergoing a minor coup in the making here, so I shall make this brief.
Thank God.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. The two ungrateful rebels that flank my sides would be my impossibly rude butler, Mr. Livingston, and my ill-mannered and thankless charge, the otherwise sweet Tangela. And do we have quite a show in store for you. First, we shall screen The Premonition from 1976. Starring the lovely Sharon Farrell and the creepily talented Richard Lynch, this is a tale about a clinically insane woman who gave her child up for adoption years ago and has now resolved that she wants her back. Guaranteed chills, thrills, and chuckles with this film. And joining us for this celluloid treat will be the talented illustrator Jessica Fong, who has worked on the comics X-Men, Poison Ivy, and Haunted Girl, just to name a few. She'll show us some of her work, tell us about the industry, and perhaps even chime in about the best method to evict two ungrateful tenants from your household. So don't go away, for this to be another night of comics and circus show fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Jessica, did you know that at 9 p.m. there's a Robert Redford film called Tell Them Willie Boy Is Here?
Ooh.
Does that sound good to you? Because it does not sound good to me.
Oh, with popcorn it probably does.
I've never heard of this film. I think the one we're going to watch tonight is better. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We've got the wonderful Jessica Fong with us. Welcome to the show. How was the drive?
It was uneventful.
Uneventful?
I wish it was more eventful.
No, well, you know, sometimes there are actual events that you will pass on the way, and you can say my trip was eventful. But, you know, it's that time of year where we don't have too many events up here, so. But we have you in our guest seat, which is an event. Now, you're an illustrator, and is there like a specific type of illustrator you are?
Digital illustrator, visual developer, kind of a jack of all trades wherever I'm needed. Yeah.
So you don't put pen to paper? I
do. So I started with pen to paper.
Right.
Yeah, I got my degree in studio art. So I started with traditional. And my bread and butter is pen and ink. But I moved to digital because I like it. And
so what program would one use for your kind of work?
Right now I'm using Clip Studio, Procreate.
Procreate?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm surprised no one's done that before. So Clip Studio, is that like a thing that has clip art?
Oh man, you just threw me back to the
To the 80s. The 80s call, they want their computer program back. No, it's not like that at all, right?
No,
No, I didn't.
Much better.
So, but you have to create everything on your own. It just helps you with stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, all the ideas still have to come up from up here, so yeah.
Of course. That's where they should come from. If I had a brain, they would come from up here as well, but they don't. The Premonition, 1975. So you told me you've seen this film, and you think it's good. Should all friends stay and watch?
It's, yes, stay and watch, especially with other people.
Oh, is it spooky?
In some ways, yeah. I think
Right,
it's, yeah.
good. No, that's what we're supposed to do here, show spooky movies, and we get complaints. All complaints go, not, you scared my child. It's like that movie you showed was not spooky enough. Show more spooky movies. So we have a spooky meter we keep in the back, and we try to judge each film by the number of complaints we do not get. It's actually rather scientific. All right, let's go ahead and start this film. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some of your work, right?
Sounds good.
All right, off we go to the Premonition. Don't go away. It's going to be a fun night. Promise. See you soon. This is most colorful in more ways than one. No, I love this artwork. And this was like a, what do they call it when many artists contribute to one thing?
So they just call it an art book, or it could
art
be like
book?
an anthology. Yeah.
An anthology. That was the word I was looking for, anthology. And this one's called And They Were Monsters. Very nice. And your work is right here on this side. We'll put a big one up. And it's a plant woman with tea. Mm-hmm. We were talking about during the break that she likes making plant people with tea, which is, poison ivy, right?
Yeah.
Poison ivy drinks tea. Oh, she does. All right. Yeah. Is it the good tea, or is it like that silly American tea?
Good tea.
Good tea.
She has taste.
One would hope. If she's to have tea with the queen, then you'd think she'd be drinking the good stuff. This is wonderful. So when did you do this?
I did that pretty recently. It was like last year, and they did a Kickstarter and everything for it.
I like the way, if you look at the shiny, it's like the bubbles.
Yeah.
Now, this looks nice on the camera when I do this. Looks silly when I do it. And this is very nice. So how many of these types of things have you done where you just
Well,
added
with
something?
them, I've been a part of 3 projects, and now 4. I just joined another one with them.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
So I was looking at your Instagram, and you do lots of conventions, I think.
Yeah.
Is this like a full-time job for you to go to different conventions? And
The conventions, no. Full-time is more the art, like actually working and painting.
one would hope.
Yeah, and sometimes I need to reconnect with the world, so I'll go to conventions.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, are you one of these artists that are actually creating art while you're at your booth,
Sometimes.
and people can come see how the sausage is made?
Sometimes I'll
nice.
bring my sketchbook or my tablet and draw.
Nice.
But I like talking to people. I like seeing
As one should do when they're at a convention, right? I mean, you're there to meet your many fans, and this is the way to do it. I've been to conventions where the bloke would be sitting there, he's drawing. It's like, oh, look, how nice, how do you do that? And he's like completely in his own world. You cannot speak to him. He says, oh, shut up, I'm drawing. All right, ta-ta, know. But at least you speak to your people. So at your convention, do you actually sell things?
I do, yeah, like prints, stickers,
Nice.
like charms.
Right.
But one day I'd like to dive more into other things to sell. But yeah, I do sell some things.
Oh, wonderful. Good. What do you say we get back to this film? And then when we come back, we're going to do a mail segment. So maybe you can go get us another book or something. And then when we come back, we'll take a look at that. Sounds good? All right, off we go to the Premonition, 1976. Don't go away, it gets spookier. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else. Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing Creature Features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangela out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Oh, look, Tangela, Lassie is on at 7:30 p.m. on Mondays on Channel 4. Did you know this?
I did not.
We could see John Provost without looking out of our window.
Oh, we shouldn't be peeking out of windows anyway.
Well, so we should watch him on television.
Perhaps.
Lassie and the dog. Anyways, welcome back to the show. Jessica stepped away for a moment to get another item of artwork collection, but we're going to do some mail because we have mail.
We have a form of mail.
What is going on here?
We're trying to save paper.
Right, but it's all little notes. Short note night.
Short, quick ones.
Oh, we're doing short note night. We have to do this every now and then because people send us short notes, and they're too short for the regular show, but when we collect enough, we do them all at once, right?
Right.
That's the way we operate here on Creature Features. What do you have for me, Mr. Livingston?
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney in Australia? I think Alan Parkin in Sydney, Australia. Hi to all from Sydney, Australia. I like watching you on YouTube and the TV site. Keep up the works. Alan Parkin. Well, thank you, Alan, and we hope the weather is nice in Sydney. I left my kidney in Sydney.
Channel Barrett.
That's the name?
I believe so.
Chanel. I think it's Chanel Barrett.
Those are two N's.
But it's still Chanel. Right? I don't know. Hello, I'm 17, and I'm a fan of you all. I watch you all because my dad, and last time I checked, my dad's voice is on one of y'all's movie. His name is Wayne Barrett. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day today. Love all of y'all. Chanel Barrett. Very nice. So Wayne Barrett, what did he do? He's like a voiceover or something?
So it would seem.
I don't quite understand, but thanks for writing. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Jasper Gaspar.
Oh, it's a French one. No, you said Jasper. It's Jason Gaspar.
Oh, I missed it.
Right. Hi, Creature Features. Love your YouTube channel. Would you consider showing Silver Bullet from 1985? That must be like a werewolf film or something. I think I remember this one. Silver
Sounds
Bullet.
like it.
No, it was a train movie, maybe. I don't know. But we'll look into that. Thanks. Next up, I like doing these little ones.
David Fred West.
David Fred West. That's interesting. You know, I've never met anybody with a compass direction in their name before. It's a new thing to me. David Fred West says, this show is amazing. Keep on showing it every night. Oh, good Lord. I could not do this every night.
Neither could I.
No, I'm the one that has to do all the speaking. You just sit there and grumble. She sits there and makes faces and steals things from the cemetery. All right, what's next, Mr. Livingston?
Ron Pierce.
Ron Pierce says, hello, Creature Features. I have enjoyed your show for a long time. It reminds me of a show called Creature Double Feature. That's an East Coast thing, I believe. I enjoyed it as a kid. I hope your show stays on for a long time. You are appreciated. See? I told you we are appreciated. He thinks we're not appreciated. He thinks we're disappreciated or something like that.
I said you were not appreciated.
He's so mean to me. Last one.
Last one, Ted Beckett.
Ted Beckett. We've heard from Ted before. What's he got to say? He goes, Livingston, with you being a bald man, I have a question for you. When you wash your face, how far do you go up before you stop? It's a legitimate question. No?
If I wash my face, I wash my face.
Right, but where's your face stop and your head begin? She wonders as well. Anyways, that's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own, visit Hello Creature Features. It's a website that explains how we do things here. And it's a grisly read. But check it out, and it shows you how to send us email or send us a package. Or if you'd like to send us a flock of flamingos, we'll take those as well, right?
No.
We could use some flamingos.
No.
No, the coyotes ate the last ones.
No.
Anyways, we'll be back with Jessica soon, but first let's get back to the Premonition. See you soon. Friends, don't forget we've got a second YouTube channel. It's at cfextras.com. You'll find all the extra stuff we create there, so don't miss out. Subscribe today.
Makes sense.
So, welcome back to the show. I'm looking at a book and you are not. You're watching television. So, sometimes I think I should be watching television too, but sometimes when you have a book, it's even better. Especially when it's Poison Ivy, The Virtuous Cycle. You did the cover of this.
Yes.
And this is a compilation of all the issues.
Yeah, issues 1 through 6.
1 through 6. And you did the cover of this book that has those issues, but you did the cover for all of those little books, right? And in the back, it shows her progress. It shows how you do your work. The only thing we cannot see is her hand holding a pen or a pencil or something. But this is incredible, the work you must go through to build this up. It starts as nothing, and then all of a sudden there's a few scratches, and then there's some color, and then all of a sudden it's a work of art. It's a museum piece. No, this is fantastic. So how long have you been doing this? You look too young to say many years.
Many years.
You've been doing this for many years. I do not believe you. I will not ask you your age, but how many years have you done this?
Professionally, at least since, I don't know. Oh man, I don't want to say anything about my age, but for a while.
I don't want your age. I want your career age.
Oh, I don't even know where to start with that. At least like
It's really a
10
rather
years,
simple question.
At least.
How long?
10 years probably.
10 years is nothing. My goodness. I probably started playing guitar when your parents were in middle school. No, it's true. I'm an old fogey. There's nothing you could say that would make me think you're old. Nor our viewers. You know, we have a fairly older crowd who watches us. And when we bring a young person on, they're babies.
I can have an old soul. Yeah.
You're an old soul? How do you know? No, people always say that, and I always question, how do you know you have an old soul? Were you ripped off at birth by giving an old soul? You know, I wanted a new soul. Right? No, it's just a question. These things keep me up at night. Not books like this, though, although images like this might keep you up at night. Who knows? This book is still available, I take it, right?
I think so. I think you can still find it. They also have soft cover versions of it too.
It's $24.99 unless you live in Canada, and that's $33.99 because there's the Canadian penalty. I never did understand that. Why do we charge the Canadians more for everything? No, it's true. You look at anything, the price at USA, it's always like $10 less than Canada. The poor Canadians. I don't know why. They're such nice people. All right, well, let's say we get back to the Premonition, and then when we come back, we're going to talk some more about the movie, right? All right, off we go to the Premonition. See you soon.
Now listen, creature features. I don't want to live in a world where a man can't compliment a beautiful woman. So I've got to tell you that Vince Van Dahl has got the most beautiful hair I've ever seen. In fact, even thinking about it, it's got me slightly emotional. Anyway, here I am bobbing about on a boat in the Bahamas wondering, when are you going to play Jaws the Revenge? It's the best film with a fish in it that's ever been made.
Jessica Fong, famous illustrator. Who does your hair? You do it? You do a fine job. No, it looks wonderful. It looks well maintained, unlike mine, which is all dry and wants to die. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We are, if you were just joining us, with Jessica Fong. She is a comic illustrator, but you probably do fine art as well, right? Could you draw him?
Probably.
You could probably.
I could draw you.
You draw me. You don't want to do that. Your pen will melt in your hand. No, people have drawn me before, and they do a fairly decent job. Although, it's like hearing your voice on a recorder. It's like, I really look like this. Oh no. So, anyways, this film was filmed in Georgia, right? Mississippi, and it has that sort of Southern Gothic look, but the main actor, Richard Lynch, he's always played a bad guy. Do you know why? When he was young, he burned like 75% of his body. So he's got this odd scar look to him that made him a first pick on many villain type roles. But he's a clown. What do you think of clowns?
I like clowns.
You like clowns?
Yeah.
I've asked this question to probably 50 people sitting in that very chair, and they all hate clowns. So what makes you like clowns?
They're just out there doing their own thing, expressing themselves.
Do you find them to be funny?
They are funny. Yeah.
Clowns are funny.
Yeah.
All right.
They're scary parodies.
All right, so I will agree with you in this manner is that, have you ever seen these videos of, it looks like some type of marine show, like a marine world show, and there's this clown guiding people? We have to look this up. It's humorous. So this director apparently had never done a major motion picture before. He'd only done small projects, pet projects, and this was his first big film. So I don't know. What do you think? First time out doing a big movie. Did he do all right?
It's impressive.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Right. Like the first time you did a professional comic, right?
Oh.
No? All right. I bet it's better than you give yourself credit for. All right. What do you say we get back to the film? When we come back, we're going to look at another book, right?
Yes.
All right. Off we go to the Premonition. Don't you dare go away, because if you do, I'll be rather sad.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
I finally found what was clogging the plumbing.
What is it?
About a pound of bubble gum.
And I quote, "Of course, a sewer creature, as if we don't have enough problems. Stay here, both of you." Yeah, I need to start reading these. You did the cover of this, and she has mushrooms coming out of her mouth. I put mushrooms into my mouth. I don't take them out. But I suppose if you're a plant person, I don't see a teacup though. So how long does something like this take you to do?
I work with the team, and they're amazing. We're like in our third year of working on Poison Ivy, and it takes us about a month
To do the whole book?
to do the whole book.
No, but you just did the cover on this, though, right?
I do, but I work so closely with them, so they send me like prompts in the beginning of the month,
Oh,
and then sketches, and then I do the final piece of artwork.
nice. So something like this takes about how long, you said?
Well, a month working with the team, but like actually painting, probably about a week.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And how many people would make up a team?
2 editors, Ariana and Jessica, and Arif, the colorist. Hassan, he does all the text.
You know them all by name.
Yeah, Marzio, he does all the interiors. They're very close-knit. I think we've become very close.
Wonderful. Well, this is fantastic. All right, well, what do you say we get back to this film and finish it up, and then when we come back, we can find out what you're doing next and how people can learn more about Jessica Fong.
Yes.
All right, off we go to the Premonition, the end of the Premonition, the demolition of Premonition, and we will see you on the other side of the break. Don't go away.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Rather wonderful work, is it not? Yeah, this is the type of thing that she reads. Anyways, that wraps up the Premonition. I did not think the mad woman would regain custody of her daughter. Anyways, fun stuff. Maybe we'll show it again someday. Maybe we won't. Don't know. But as far as you go, what's next for Jessica Fong?
I have some conventions in February of 2025.
Nice.
and
Here in
March.
California.
Yep. East Bay Comic Con, Stockton Con.
Oh, we love East Bay Comic Con.
Yeah.
No,
And,
how many of those have you done?
Just the one. I've only done one so far of East Bay Comic Con.
Oh, right. We might pop in for a minute for that one. I don't know. We have not done too many conventions. We've been so busy. We do 2 shows a week. It's a lot of work. So, 2 nights, you have 5 days free. It's not the way it works. It's like you. It's like, I just finished a comic yesterday, and they're like, oh, great. So what do you do the rest of the 6 days of your week? It's like people don't understand these things. All right, so how do we learn more? Do you have a website?
I do. JessicaFong.art.
Easy peasy, jessicafong.art, and you can go there and you have some type of calendar that says when you'll be making appearances, maybe?
Yeah, I will.
Announcements,
Yep.
samples of your artwork, where to buy,
Yeah.
things like this, right? Good. All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and next time you're in town, you come see us, right?
Yes.
All right, and as far as you guys go, thank you so much for watching our movie and our show instead of that other guy's movie. I may watch that one later, but we super appreciate you being with us, and we hope you'll join us next week for more fun. But in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and don't forget, we love you. See you next time. So, Jessica, I was thinking, is it at all possible if you were to teach me how to create illustrations like this?
Maybe after training you for 10 years.